When it comes to finding a job, most people agree that proficiency in a particular skill is important. But how much of a role do soft skills play in the workplace?
Soft skills include being on time, having the right attitude, and good communication. Crystal Blair answers that question in her report.
Soft skills are usually personality driven.
Being on time, having a good attitude, getting to work, a day's work for a day's pay.
According to the National Soft Skills Association, it's believed that about 85% of workplace success is due to soft skills. Bill Smiley of the Missouri Job Center agrees that these skills are essential to landing a successful job.
The number one thing we hear from employers is that individuals today lack those soft skills.
You can do things and even admit some things you don't know or you're not as proficient at. But I think if you can do it with some confidence and kindness, you can actually have a better reception from the client or the customer than if you come into it with a weakness in the area of a soft skill.
Matt Hudson, Executive Dean for Career, Technical, and Community Development at OTC, says these skills are more important in certain jobs.
I think when you're talking about a worker who is in an environment that's serving the public in whatever fashion, the customer service skill is probably the most important one they will have.
So, does this era of social media help or hinder when it comes to the development of soft job skills?
You know, I think the cell phone and social media and all the instant communication, I call it instant gratification.
However, Smiley says the so-called social media generation prefers a personal touch when job hunting.
It's interesting that millennials tell us that they prefer a paper application over an online application because an online application, they can't look the computer in the eye and say, I'm special, hire me.
He says they believe so strongly in the necessity of soft job skills that they're teaching them in a class called Change 1000.
We're trying to change 1,000 people in the next 2 years with these soft skill training that employers are asking for. We're doing it because employers say, we need help.
Donna Stansel says she has great hard skills for a clerical or administrative assistant job. Her strongest soft skill is one that many may not consider.
Knowing what to say when and when to keep your mouth shut.
Stansel says working clerical jobs often means having access to confidential information.
If you don't keep your mouth shut, word gets around and you're not trusted or you're fired.
Jason Hickey is re-entering the workforce after being self-employed for many years. He says his greatest soft skill is enthusiasm.
Being a self-starter, independent, self-employed, through most of my life, one thing that has been driving force has been, yes, to be dedicated and be enthusiastic about whatever you're doing.
According to the Balance Careers website, the 3 top soft skills employers want are positive attitude, strong work ethic, and excellent communication.